This is a woman from Palestine. She's sitting at the entrance of Jalan Alor in Kuala Lumpur, begging. But watch her hands. Every time a banknote hits that cup, she palms it. A quick, practiced flick of the wrist, and the cash disappears into her bag. She makes sure that to the passing world, her cup only ever holds a few lonely, clinking coins. Is this a tragedy? Or is it a hustle? People just walk by, dropping spare change. An act of unquestioning kindness in a city that's moving too fast to judge. In Gaza, the road to peace feels impossible. Coexistence sounds like a fairy tale. But here, in KL, you've got mosques, Hindu temples, Buddhist shrines, and Christian churches literally sharing a sidewalk. How? Does Kuala Lumpur have some secret recipe for solving religious conflict and racial tension? Or is something else going on under the surface? Today, we're going to the streets of KL to find the answer. KL wasn't planned. It was a gamble. Mid-19th century, Europe is obsessed with canned food and war machines. Both need tin. Global prices skyrocket. A local Malay chief, Raja Abdullah, smells a fortune. But he doesn't have the tech or the men. So, he borrows 30,000 Spanish silver dollars from Chinese merchants and hires 87 Chinese miners to trek into a mosquito-infested swamp called the Muddy Confluence, Kuala Lumpur. Within a month, 69 of them are dead from malaria. But the survivors, they hit the mother lode. By 1859, the tin starts flowing out, and the world starts rushing in. This created a master guest logic. The Malays owned the land and the political power, the Chinese brought the capital and the sweat. They were locked in a marriage of convenience. They had to make it work because the money was too good. To manage this exploding population of Chinese miners, the Malay rulers didn't build a massive bureaucracy. Instead, they recycled an old system from the Portuguese and Dutch colonial playbook, the Kapitan system. Basically, they outsourced the government. They picked the most powerful leader in the Chinese community, and around 1870, the Kapitan in charge was a man named Yap Ah Loy. He knew that relying solely on tin was a gamble. Prices were too volatile. So to hedge his bets, he encouraged the planting of tapioca. He even built a massive tapioca mill right here, on what is known today as Petaling Street, Chichong Kai. This wasn't just a factory, it was a symbol of the city diversifying its economy. And naturally, the city's commercial heart started beating right here, around this mill and the nearby central market. The British colonizers tried to implement zoning laws. They wanted to segregate the city by race, but the gravity of commerce on Petaling Street was just too strong. The money brought everyone together. This is the heart of Chinatown, but right in the middle of it, a massive Hindu temple, Sri Mahamariamman. Why is it in Chinatown? Let's go inside and find out.
Can we go inside? Shoes? 来到了 Chinatown， 误打误撞进了一个印度教的寺庙。
Back then, there were no banks. If you needed a loan, you went to the Chettiars, moneylenders from South India. They set up shop right where the business was.
No? Can't go inside? Okay.
It was during this time that this temple rose from the ground. Then came 1880. The British moved the capital from Klang to Kuala Lumpur, kicking off a massive era of infrastructure building. And that brought the second wave of Indian immigrants, mostly Tamil labourers from the south.
Thank you.
Out of the India temple, right in front of us, is a Chinese temple.
关帝庙.
The different gods, the different languages. They didn't just tolerate each other, they needed each other to keep the gears of the economy turning. To escape the brutal tropical heat, we ducked into Central Market.
这个地方我感觉可能有一些是当地的手工制品，可能70%-80%都得是从义乌进的。
But if you look closely, there are still some genuine gems. A Native American tradition being sold by a Malay artist to a Chinese tourist. That is Kuala Lumpur. But long before the tin was discovered, something else had already arrived on the Malay Peninsula: Islam.
会儿要去国家清真寺，然后女生的话可能要带一个 hijab. Hello sir, do you speak English or Chinese? English? I thought you were Chinese. So like local Malaysian?
Yeah, Sabah.
Oh, we just came to Kuala Lumpur from Sabah.
Oh,
We went to Kota Kinabalu.
Kota Kinabalu is nice. Huh?
Yeah, it's nice.
You
And
should go to the mountain.
yeah, we didn't have time,
You
so.
didn't have time. You should try one day.
Oh, really?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So we're thinking, what kind of things should we wear, like go to the mosque?
You know, I've been in Malaysia I've never been here.
Oh, you've never been here?
Never.
Because you're not Muslim, right?
I think maybe like 2 or 3 times a day now I'm driving people.
Uh-huh.
Passenger. I scared you cannot go in.
Oh, I cannot go in?
I don't know. I don't know.
So you're like Christian? Or?
Yeah, I'm a Christian.
Okay.
A Christian never visiting a mosque? That's not weird on its own, but it gave me this vibe, a hint that things here are complicated. Even so, despite that invisible barrier, he was super enthusiastic that I visit the Islam Art Museum right next door.
After the mosque, you can see the art center also.
Oh, okay.
ART.
Yeah, art center. Okay.
It's a Muslim art center.
Ah, Muslim art center.
It's a walking distance. Pretty close. You gotta see it. You are the first China person that I met can speak good English.
Oh, really?
Really, really good.
Really? Thank you.
Speak like American.
I do?
Yeah.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment to me or a roast of every other Chinese tourist he's ever met. But hey, it worked. He's getting that 5-star rating for sure.
Register. Okay.
Ni. Rambut. Hair put.
女生只要戴个帽子其实就可以啊。哇，鞋子是脱掉了啊，袜子不用脱，非常干净啊。你都没有人穿鞋子，那肯定干净啊。
This is the National Mosque, built in 1965. Malaysia was a brand new country and they needed a symbol. So they did something radical. They rejected the traditional onion dome. Instead, they built this, a folded concrete 18-point star. It looks like an open umbrella. In Malay culture, the yellow umbrella is sacred. It's the symbol of the Sultan, the king. But here, the architect took that royal symbol and cast it in concrete. It wasn't just a roof, it was a political metaphor. The idea was that God's protection no longer belonged just to the royals. It was opening up, like an umbrella, to shelter everyone in this new nation. But the reality, it's far from that ideal. In West Malaysia, race and religion aren't just cultural, they are legally fused. Under the constitution, to be a Malay means you must be a Muslim. And that identity comes with perks. The constitution grants the indigenous Malays special political and economic status. It is a rare global example of affirmative action for the majority. We're talking reserved spots in government jobs and universities, discounts on buying houses, mandatory corporate shareholdings.
Berapa persen penyertaan Bumi Putra? Di semua peringkat. At all levels I'm talking about. I'm not talking about just equity. Every level.
The government argues this is a survival mechanism, a necessary shield to protect the Malay community from being completely swallowed by the historically wealthier Chinese and Indian minorities. So religion here isn't just faith, it's a passport, it's a privilege, and sometimes it's a wall. For guys like David, a Christian from Sabah, even though he is technically indigenous, in this religious climate, he feels a distinct pressure. Just a few steps away is the Islamic Arts Museum.
How much is the ticket? 20 for each person, right?
Yeah.
Can I film?
Yeah.
I can film. Thank you.
Your video not allowed inside.
Sorry?
Video not allowed inside.
Not allowed?
Yeah.
I thought I just asked him. Can I film?
You can take video, but no flash.
No flash. No flash.
Take picture only. Video,
Like-
video
like-
record is not allowed.
But he said I can.
Boleh video.
Okay, thank you.
Well, that was weird. The art museum is quite stunning. It's got the scale models, the ancient Qurans, but also a lot of knives and things made of gold, and of course, we couldn't miss the food downstairs.
Oh, so
Eggplant. Okay.
thank you.
茄子好像，我觉得他们这边茄子的还是蛮好吃的。
虽然它这个颜色有一点让人浮想联翩，但挺好喝的。它里面应该也是有那个鹰角豆。这茄子超好吃，
是吧？
对，
你要相信。
作为一个从小到大都非常讨厌吃茄子的人来说，这茄子真的很好吃。
它的茄子肉挺肥的。
没有想到，茄子在我这儿有一天也能变成美食。
我家有酱
是这么吃吗？我感觉应该蛮 local 的吧。
吃10颗掉5颗。
I'm not so sure about the way I'm eating this rice. Can anyone tell me if I'm doing it right? Our final stop today, Jalan Alor. At first glance, it looks like a typical tourist trap, a carnival of carbs and grease. But rewind 50 years. There was no smell of barbecue here. It was a red light district, run by gangs. Later, the city cleaned it up, and the lust was repackaged as appetite. And it's right here, under this smoke and noise, that I found the real pulse of how Kuala Lumpur works. It's supposed to be the center of Kuala Lumpur's Chinese food. The signs are in Chinese. The dishes are classic Chinese style. But look closer at the people running the show. Most of them are not Chinese. They are likely from Myanmar, Bangladesh, or Nepal. They have a name called Wai Lao, foreign workers. This is history repeating itself. 150 years ago, it was the Chinese foreign workers in the tin mines. Now, the Chinese have moved behind the counter, and a new wave of migrants has arrived to do the labor work. Here's the formula for Kuala Lumpur. The Malays provide the stability. The Chinese provide the capital. The migrants provide the labor. And the tourists? We provide the revenue. It's a massive, gritty, high-stakes ecosystem. Everybody has a role. Everybody's getting paid. It sounds cynical. It sounds like it's just about the money. But maybe that's the point. When everyone is too busy working, too busy surviving, and too busy needing the guy next to them to keep the business running, they don't have time to hate each other. Kuala Lumpur doesn't have an answer for anyone. It's not a pure peace, but in a world that's tearing itself apart over everything, in Kuala Lumpur, it works just fine.